Welcome to Big Girl Hunters. This is the Robin Lake adventure.
Where are you going, Billy?
We're off to France, mate. We're off to Robin Lake. After all this madness with COVID and all of the Black Lives Matters and all the madness and all the riots and all this shit that's happening, you know, we got our own piece of heaven going fishing, going to France on convoy, and the sun is shining for us. Hopefully the carp guys are looking down at us.
That's special at CMS, coffee sandwich.
Welcome back to Big Girl Hunters. A little bit special, an extra special as JB just said. And as you can guess, we're in a car and we're going to France. We had a trip earlier in the year cancelled, so with all this COVID and all this madness, we've been waiting for this one for a while. Got to do a cheeky little shout out to our friend Blakey, Matt Blake, because it was meant to be him sitting next to me, not the granddad JB. Sorry, however, he had to pull out, so doing a little shout out for Blakey, because now JB will be able to go over there and hopefully catch a few chunks. And I'm hopeful that we all will, to be honest. But this morning it's been a bit of a weird one, some highs and some lows. I finally got a phone call from my work. I'm coming back to work, and so it looks like that's all good. Going back on the 21st, only a few days after we get back. However, there has been a little bit of a disaster. Well, not really a disaster, but basically, Grandad JB stitched us up.
Billy just can't read signs, so you know when it's the wrong lane, and we got delayed. Like, when was it? Like half an hour. So
yeah, maybe even longer. What actually happened is, as we were leaving England, as we were in England, well, we're still in England now, but as we're leaving, I forwarded him an email which the lovely Euro Shuttle people sent me. Read all for the information. I said to him clearly, read this email, look for this sign, because we have to follow this sign. And when it come to the point where the signs were, obviously I was driving, he was, yeah, so I had to just call the shot. I think that was exactly what he did. Yeah, I don't know. And then we got put into, I was supposed to go into the single lane because I'm in a van, and then we ended up going onto the double carriage rather than a single carriage. And as we were going on there, we were the last car. They said, no, the shuttle's full. So the other lads are on in the big van, and we're here, and we've been delayed, and they're probably in France already, and we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs. So
they'll be on our swims.
We have to do the draw
just
first.
Filling it in. No.
Filling it in. They've already probably put 100 key in.
Yeah.
Get on the rich wire. And then, yeah, so, but the thing that annoyed me the most is he won't take accountability for his actions. He had one job and he ballsed it.
He's the driver, he should be looking for the
You're
right
the navigator.
Signs. Yeah.
You're the navigator,
yeah,
mate.
but you told me that like 10 seconds before we were actually supposed to find
But what I take this as is the carp gods are testing me.
Yeah.
So we'll just see. I will stay calm. No, it's not an issue. No bother. Yeah, whatever. Fine. Delay us for a few hours. Whatever. It's fine. No bother.
Inside is cracking already.
So we're off to Robin Lake, the main Digon Court in the Champagne region, near the lovely town, I think it's a town, whatever, country town, Vitry. It's a very beautiful place actually, as is all of the Champagne region. We're actually fishing for 8 days, and tonight we're going to a lake called Sarah's Lake, and we're doing the night first. So we're getting there, doing a night there, and then going on to Robin, which we're there for a week. So we've got a lake exclusive for 5 of us, whole lake for 5 of us, so it should be good. I heard that the group that have been on this last week have been smashing it up, so hopefully it's a good sign, because in recent times the grassies have been going mental in there. We've only ever caught a couple from there, but I think with lockdown, and they obviously didn't get much food, as soon as fishing was allowed and the first few groups have been coming through France fishing, the grassies have just been absolutely mental. So I wouldn't mind catching 1 or 2 big, like 40 or 50 pound grassies, but I don't want to catch any more than that. I'll let Grandad JB handle the grassies.
I'll have a few.
Yeah, I'll pass over the rod.
Yeah.
And then when I pull it off and it's got a mirror scale, I'll pass it back. So that's what we're doing. It's a fair drive, 3.5, maybe 4 hours from Calais, something like that, when we do eventually get into France. And yeah, we will see how it goes. We probably have to stop. We've got half a tank now, so probably have to stop for fuel when we're in France for a bit. Might let JB do some of the driving.
I got bad back.
Got a bad back. Yeah. Bottled it. Slipped his disc.
I might have a nap. That's what I might do.
You better not. Not with the racket I've got blasting out.
Yeah.
So that's that. And hopefully we'll get on there swift time. No more interruptions, no more blips. And yeah, Please, Carp God, stop testing me.
Knowing Billy, he'll probably go the wrong way down the motorway. We'll end up in Belgium or something.
Belgium. Be a long way. Yeah, that's it.
And
At least
then
we
he'll
get
blame
some
me.
chocolate. That's the one.
Oh, I've got some chocolate as well now.
Yeah, you have some nice dark, rich stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, take it easy, and yeah, hopefully we'll be there on time. Danny Inn's getting a bit on now, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks old, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Drawn in the face.
He's old man.
Look like Bill. Flow on it, Bill.
Yeah, let's look at the wheel.
You seen the motor?
Yeah, we saw that.
No.
Bill, have you got data in that?
Yeah, let me get my phone and I'll... So this is the other side here. At least the fish have been fished for everywhere, you know, which helps. They've not been able to hide anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the salt. No, salt's over there. I mean,
That's it, that's still the salt.
no, salt's only horse. Mate, this is one of those ones that don't get fished.
Oh, right.
There's like 5 lakes that don't get fished, I think. Oh yeah. Right, let's get the bucket out. Let's see if you've been practicing.
I haven't practiced at all.
I haven't either.
I haven't.
Oh, he says.
I have. Honestly, I promise you.
He's been in his garden just...
clicked up.
Yeah.
Mate, it goes right around that corner, doesn't it? That's the gaps for Robin, isn't it?
Yeah, over there,
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Where was you getting them from?
That one. Where's the hut? Must be.
Cabin.
No, it's just whoever's closest.
Is it here, is it?
Go on, mate. Pressure's on.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll be the stone dropper.
You make sure you fucking do it. Film him. Film him.
You know what he's like.
Did we get a second practice?
No, just this is it. This is quality.
That's fucking close,
That
Bill.
was a swing back, mate.
Was a
Yeah,
full
but I'm on about the bounce, mate.
that's
Where's
the
the
yellow
bounce?
carp, mate. That's twice
The
now.
bounce was like here. Outside.
Yeah, it's exactly there. It
Yeah,
was.
exactly there. I seen it. Oh, fucking Bill was going to put it in the reeds. Right, come on then, Bill. That is close,
Yeah,
mate.
mate.
That is close. Right. Pressure's on, the fish are fizzing.
Right there. Let's do this.
It's some green blood.
It's green board. Oh, that was closer. That was closer.
No, mate, it was right there.
You're a fucking bastard,
No,
innit?
well, that's fair. Yeah.
Right, buddy.
Who's next?
Is it you?
I'll go last. You go.
Mate, you can't disrupt the force.
What's going on filming this?
Where's the stone?
Was
Good
he
stone.
beat me then?
Right, I got a good one. Dave.
By inches, mate.
Yeah, look, see?
Yeah, you've done me, mate, for sure.
Oh, Dave's third.
Oh, fucking old.
Go on, Scouts.
This is real good.
Oh, wait. Right, get us another stone, hang on. I need a marker. Get a fucking stone. Don't do it yet, hang on. Hang on, I've got a
Brake light.
I've got a bit of litter. We'll pick it up afterwards as well.
I'm stewarding this one. Oh dear.
Right, no, you might
Right,
do
Bill.
last.
Pressure, mate. Pressure got me.
It's alright, don't worry.
Your first one was pretty spot on, though.
Yeah, well,
You sort of bent into it the first time.
buckled under pressure, mate.
Oh, mate. So, JV's on fire.
Ooh, pressure's on.
Okay, can I put a marker on that? Hang on.
Alright, I get that. I'm on my own tonight then.
There you go.
Right,
Is that it?
that's it. You alright, mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Kept me awake last night.
Oh, I slept like a baby, mate.
Yeah, well, at least one of us did.
How did you sleep?
So when we
Alright.
go over to Robin, you can row out there and find all the spots for me because I'm fat.
You've just been moaning. Oh, you mean oh yeah, you had like, yeah, Billy had a nice little 15-pounder. He thought it was like a 40-pound grass carp because his little arms couldn't handle it. But nice little common.
We're going to get out. She's just resting in the net. We arrived a day early so we didn't have to do all the driving and set up after doing all the driving. So we've come a day early and fished the Sarah's Lake, or we call it the camping lake. There is some bigger ones in there, but yeah, about an hour ago I had this one. It's just been languishing in the net, just recovering after the savage battle. Probably mid-double, something like that. Big old shoulders, but yeah, nice to sort of get off the mark on. It was only a quick little flick out to the margins, and yeah, not bad. Maybe there's time for some more. You're really like broad on your shoulder, aren't you?
Yeah, massive, man.
You're fucking hench, mate. Welcome to the glorious Bants Gorn Court. As you can see, it's really sunny this morning. We've done our first night and everything's packed up except for the rods, and we're heading off to the supermarket. So the real fishing starts today. We've got a couple of hours. We've got to be off here at 10, I believe, and then we're not allowed onto the other lake till 12, so we've got a couple of hours to go to the supermarket. We didn't actually bring any food with us. We go to the supermarket because we've got a taste for the French food, get some nice beers, and yeah, it's been a nice morning. Had a bit of the social with the lads. Apart from my little one, Scales lost one unfortunately about 10 minutes after, and there's been no more fish. It's quite prolific in here, but for some reason we've only had one, but I suppose that's the way the cookie crumbles. But at least we've kind of wet a net and caught one, and it's started the trip off nicely. And yeah, we've got all day to kind of find our spots, and we've got to do the coin flip in a bit. Hopefully the carp gods will shine down, because they've not been recently. Hopefully they'll be shining down on me and we can get a good coin flip and get in.
I'm pretty good on the draws, aren't I?
So you're good on the draw.
We'll put it out of the bag.
So apparently you had a take, yeah, last night?
Yeah, I had to take like midnight, but got out of bed and it just stopped.
Oh, that's it.
That was it.
And I've had little to no sleep. I reckon under 2 hours, because this monstrosity of a human being snores like crazy. Hours of snoring, and he was
that, but when I had the take, I shouted his name and he was fast asleep. So
I was ignoring you on purpose.
Yeah.
Tactful that was.
Yeah. He woke up and punched me in the chest this morning.
He's going to get an elbow if he ain't careful. I've never heard anything like it. So when we set up on the other lake, I'm going to make sure forget about the 2 metre rule. Going to be the 30 metre rule, as I want some sleep. The carp devil. Say reeling in about 10-20 minutes, and we're off to the supermarket and stock up. Get it. Super Moosa. Moosa's the soul train.
Just packing away off the camping lake.
The scamp hunter is not disappointed.
No.
Get it in there. Get it in the bag.
How to pack down a bivvy.
Yeah, mate. That's the beauty with this Titan hide. It goes in so easy. No fucking around. Get it out.
Struggling just like Spurs.
Oh, true. I think it's stuck on the bloody what's it called? Tension strap in there.
This bit is so easy to do.
Yeah, it's well easy. Look at that. Proper shit, didn't it? Sorted, mate.
How does it smell, Billy?
Don't know what those boys were eating last night, but it smells like something crawled up their arse and thighs. I've just done my bit on it.
Oh, what am I doing? Am I choosing heads or tails?
Heads or tails.
Right, okay. Yeah,
I'm just going to flip it,
I'm gonna
and
go
whatever
for-
it lands on in the floor, it's game over,
I'm
isn't
going
it?
to go for tails.
Right. You ready?
Yeah.
Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Heads. The gods have answered. Where do you want to go?
Oh, it's got that.
Where do you want to go?
That end.
Why do you want to go at that end?
Just do.
Are you sure?
But I don't care.
Because you've seen loads of fish.
The only fish we've seen has been this side of the island. No, I'm not. We kid you not. This side of the island, but it goes far out. It's on the road back.
Beef so much.
Right, done.
I'll let you decide.
No, it's done. You've done it. I want. It's your choice. You're the new.
Don't fucking tease us any longer. I'll be going up there. No, aren't we? We drew the short straw and we only had fucking 3 looks up there and seen 35 fish or something.
I reckon pull forward a bit, mate. Down there, halfway.
No, because they've got to get the rods out, mate.
See that? Firm, rock solid. So I'll get my marker, pop it there. It's just bang on 6 foot, this spot. There we go. Don't be scared of it.
Good evening. This is our first proper night on Robin since we didn't get the rods out till sort of 8:30, 9 o'clock last night. Been a busy couple of days.
Yeah, it's been pretty mental,
It's
hasn't
been mad. We were absolutely knackered last night. Went to bed at like 10 o'clock. It was pretty full on. So Billy's already had a, what was it, £37
Grassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And absolutely beat him up. That was fun to watch.
And another one today.
Yeah.
We didn't weigh it around the £30 mark, but there was a little bit of a story to it because I had to play the fish twice because he let it jump out.
I think we have the footage somewhere, so we'll probably try and show you. But yeah, yeah, I got it in the net, and I thought I'd leave it to rest a little bit, but then it just jumped straight out, and then Billy was playing it again, and then it came off. So, but we've got the footage that we actually netted it, so it does count.
That is definitely one in the bag.
Yeah.
One in the bag. And what happened to you last night?
Yeah, last night, actually, I was on the phone to our good friend Jack Greener. He gave me a call. He was just checking in, and then my rod just screamed off. It came straight in like a grassy normally would, and then just started fighting me under the rod tip. And I don't know whether I had my clutch a little bit too tight or something, but it started cutting towards Billy's rod, so I tried to bring it back towards me, and it just snapped me off. So that was.
Yeah, they do that. It's pretty crazy. Anyone that has caught sort of fairly big grassies before will know they sort of come in pretty easy, and they bleep on the right hand. They sort of give you the false sense of like they're ready to be netted, and as soon as they kind of see the net, that's when the real fight begins. It's like they're just training before, and round one starts when you try and net them, and they sort of do these really crazy lunges, way more powerful than catfish, I find, and they just seem to just go for it. So yeah. Not surprised if there's any, because we're fishing in a lot of gravel bars and fishing at range, so if there was any nick in your line, then that's where it's going to go, you know.
Yeah, the one I had, well, I think it was a grassy. It was pretty powerful, so probably was a decent size.
It could have been a 70 pounder, mate. 70 pound mirror.
Could have been, but I'm going to go with the grassy theory.
Yeah, I think it's safer if we assume that it's a bleep on the left. Your rods
Beeps have started.
Just start to film, and the bleeps going on. Dave across the way. So we're on this side. And the other lads are on the other side. We do that so we can spread the lines out and not sort of cut anyone off in the middle of the lake. He's had a 51-pound mirror. It's a fish that I caught a couple of years ago at 49, but it's obviously grown a few pounds as it would do. And a 42-pound grassy. I think that's all they've had, and they might have lost a couple as well.
Yeah, I think Dave lost another one. It snagged them up, and they got out in the boat. Went out towards, there was a marker stick that the previous group had left in the water. Apparently the line got...
in the channel?
Yeah, the line got stuck around the cam lock of that.
Oh, really?
It got tangled round. So they went to try and get the marker stick out of the water, and they did, and then the fish came loose. So, yeah, they don't know what it was.
Yeah, the group last week, obviously, as we've mentioned, there's lots of grass carp in this lake, and previously I only ever caught one on my week here previously a couple of years ago, but since lockdown the grassies have exploded, and groups of catching lots of them. One group I think caught 60 in 48 hours, like complete crazy. So we're having a few, but they are starting to slow down a little bit, and I think it's where they were not getting fed, and as soon as the baits come back, maybe the other carp were eating all the natural food, or they switched back onto the natural food, and then all of a sudden they started getting all this bait, and the grassies have been going absolutely wild. So groups previous have been losing quite a lot of fish due to most of them, a lot of the bites being from grassies now, them firm lips. So when you nail them, they tend to be absolutely nailed, but sometimes they do come off. Like the lads that were in here before had like 20 lost fish or something, but they did catch a lot as well. So including some mega carp as well, not just grassies, which is obviously what we're after. But yeah, it's been pretty hot. Watched the football today. The Spurs beat Arsenal. Well, it was only just on. Spurs beat Arsenal first North London derby. So yeah, we gave it to the Gooners. It's been about time since we beat them at home. But yeah, awesome stuff. What else has been going on? Had a barbecue.
Yeah, a nice barbecue. They do some really nice beef kebabs in the French supermarket. So last year when we were here, we had them, and they're amazing. So we've been waiting for a long time for them. So yeah,
it's quite quiet really on our side. The fish, I think, before a lot of them were fishing on this what they call the road bank. The fish have pushed to our right at the back of the channel, where see Dave's fishing it from that side and I'm fishing it from this side, and there has been quite a few fish showing. But obviously I've been nicking bites from the grassies on this side. And he's been getting on that side, and JB's over in this bay where I've fished before. I don't even know if you call it bay, probably the main sort of circular body of water in a much closer in spots, and I've had good hits off there in the past. And we've got a bay to a right which hasn't done a bite yet, but we did see two. The wind swung round, and within like an hour they were in there. We saw two shows. So look, there we go. So they are starting to push down this way. One just showed it on the edge. Down in the channel, but hopefully they will get in the bay and we can start picking up a few, because that is a good spot. Yeah, we'll keep you updated, and hopefully it won't be long until your rod rips off and you get your first one.
Hopefully, yeah.
That's on a mega tight clutch. Here, put it on, zoom in on that. Oh.
Could be another PB. Could be getting wet again.
I ain't getting wet for grassy ever again. Right, it's going to go for another run in a sec. I feel it.
It's a fucking strong one, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's really much stronger than that last, the big one.
I haven't seen it yet, have we?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, is it big?
Loads. Yeah, it looks big.
Fucking hell, it is big.
They all look big though to me. I don't know how it's. Have you not got that back lip?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I can't get his head up. Well, that's as tight as the clutch will go without it bloody snapping. It's now out there. This thing's... How long's this been on for?
About 10 minutes.
Fucking hell. First one was quite fun. It's not bigger than the last one, is it?
I don't know, it could be.
It looks smaller. Careful. Right, yeah, again, these things are already becoming a bit of a nightmare. This is my fourth one, I think, yet to get into the proper carp. But yeah, this one I reckon is around £30, something like that. I literally have only just put the rods out and it took it straight away. And the S-Core pop-up, I've tried everything, snowmens, big bottom baits, to try and get away from them. But they seem to be loving me. I think it's going to be a long old trip full of these, to be honest. Hopefully the carp will come knocking soon. A bit of a back burner, but yeah, let's get it back. Right, I don't even want to talk because I'm that grumpy, so I think you better lead on this one or start it off. It's
been a bit of a hard day, so we woke up first thing and decided to go and charge up all the boat batteries and that sort of thing.
Yeah, boat batteries,
power banks.
Boat batteries, you name it.
So I got in Billy's van, no power whatsoever, nothing.
I just get a cal go, your van's not working. I was
Yeah.
like, what? Oh, he must be bloody half asleep or something. But no, it wasn't working at all.
So Billy left all the doors open last night.
No, I don't know about that.
All the lights on.
I think that you left the radio on.
So there's no battery.
Someone left
at all.
something on anyway.
So Billy's a bit of a worrier, so he was worrying that his van had just died completely and gone to heaven. So
Yeah.
I had to reassure him a little bit, and then we called Maxim and he came over, didn't he, and jumped it for us. So that was sorted.
That was sort of within the hour, really.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That wasn't too bad. But yeah, I did get a bit worried because abroad, you know, I haven't got I think I have got breakdown cover, but just getting, you know, it's so remote here and I just couldn't be arsed with it and I was just getting stressed out. Yeah, so that was that.
Yeah. And
what else has happened? I'm sure there's been some more as well. There's been a couple more disasters, I'm sure. More grass carp for me.
Yeah, more grass carp. I haven't had anything yet.
Devoid. Our swims have been devoid of carp until you saw a chunk swimming in the edge.
I saw an absolute chunk just swimming right under our rod tip, which is just mugging us off a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just coming to say hello.
Yeah.